Good morning, boys and girls. I am so excited today. I have been practicing something that I'm really excited to share with you today. So let's get started. We're going to get started with the Pledge of Allegiance today, like we always do. But guess what? I've been practicing. I'm going to lead the Pledge of Allegiance today, but I'm going to do it in Spanish. So let's see if I can do it. Here we go. Right hand on your heart. Yo prometo lealtad a la bandera de los Estados Unidos de América y a la república que representa una nación bajo Dios, indivisible, con libertad y justicia para todos. Yes, I did it! Awesome. All right, let's add our dates for today and let's get going. Let's start with the number 12. What's 12 look like? Yeah, 1 and a 2. Let's start with 12 and count on. Here we go. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Good, a 2 and a 3 makes 23. We've got Scarlett's birthday down there at the very end of the month coming up next week. All right, let's talk about our month. What's our month? April. Can you spell it with me? A-P-R-I-L spells? April. I read the date, then you say it. Today is Thursday, April 23rd, 2020. Friends, we have not done our months of the year song in quite some time. Can you do it with me today? Let's stand up. Okay, here we go.
January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, then you turn around. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, then you turn around. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, then you turn around.
Good job.
January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, then you sit back down.
Awesome job. All right, friends, let's go ahead and check the weather up there for today. Yesterday we had a cloudy day, and honestly, what did it do most of the day yesterday? Yes, it rained. It rained a lot. Today it's looking like another cloudy day. Let's hope that the sunshine comes out, though. I'd really like to see it. All right, let's go ahead and review our sight words. And we're going to add a new one today. Here we go. Ready? New, spell it, N-E-W. Here's that last new one this week. Have, H-A-V-E, have. Say, S-A-Y, say. Said, S-A-I-D, said. He, H-E, he. Let's add a new one today. Was, W-A-S, was. Let's listen to our song that goes with our new word, was.
W-A-S, was. I spell was W-A-S. I spell was W-A-S. I spell was W-A-S. But he was a bear, I guess. I spell was W-A-S. I spell was W-A-S. I spell was W-A-S. But he was a bear, I guess.
Awesome. Let's spell it.
W-A-S. Was.
Was. Awesome job, boys and girls. Okay, we've done our sight words, and then this week we've been learning a lot about plants is what we started with Monday and Tuesday. Yesterday we took a little bit of break and we tied in some work with plants, but it was a special day to celebrate too, and we celebrated Earth Day, and we did a lot of things to talk about what that is and how we can help our earth. And what was really cool in the Zoom yesterday, I got to see some neat things that you guys decided you were going to recycle and reuse at home, which was really cool to see. And then some of you did some extra projects at home with Earth Day too, which was really neat to see. So I'm so glad to see you guys doing so many fun things at home. And I love seeing pictures and videos of all of it. Let's start with a poem today, and our poem today is going to be about planting and this month of April. So let's take a listen. All right, here's our poem for today. It's called Mother Nature's Art. When I plant a seed, I have no doubt, with water and sunshine, the seed will sprout. Roots, stem, and leaves will play their part as the plant grows into Mother Nature's art. Nice job. Now let's add some music to this poem and try to sing it again. Okay, friends, now let's listen to the same poem, but with some music.
When I plant a seed, I have no doubt. With water and sunshine, the seed will sprout. Roots, stem, and leaves will play their part as the plant grows into Mother Nature's art. When I plant a seed, I have no doubt. With water and sunshine, the seed will sprout. Roots, stem, and leaves will play their part as the plant grows into Mother Nature's art.
Fantastic. Okay, now we're going to take a look at a new story, and I want you to figure out if it's fiction or nonfiction. It's a book about plants, and it's called Tops and Bottoms. Let's take a look and figure it out. Okay, friends, take a look. Here's the front cover of this book. What are you thinking? Fiction, nonfiction? It's kind of hard to tell by looking, isn't it? Let's get started and maybe our thinking will change.
Bottoms. Adapted and illustrated by Janet Stevens. Once upon a time, there lived a very lazy bear who had lots of money and lots of land. His father had been a hard worker and a smart business bear, and he had given all of his wealth to his son. But all Bear wanted to do was sleep. Not far down the road lived a hare. Although Hare was clever, he sometimes got into trouble. He had once owned land too, but now he had nothing. He had lost a risky bet with a tortoise and had sold all of his land to Bear to pay off the debt. Hare and his family were in very bad shape. "The children are so hungry, Father Hare. We must think of something," Mrs. Hare cried one day. So Hare and Mrs. Hare put their heads together and cooked up a plan. "Look at all those little rabbits. They have a very large family to feed." The next day, Hare hopped down the road to Bear's house. Bear, of course, was asleep. "Hello, Bear. Wake up. It's your neighbor, Hare, and I have an idea." Bear opened one eye and grunted. "We can be business partners," Hare said. "All we need is this field right here in front of your house. I'll do the hard work of planting and harvesting, and we can split the profit right down the middle. Yes, sir, Bear, we're in this together. I'll work and you sleep." "Huh?" said Bear. "So, what will it be, Bear?" asked Hare. "The top half or the bottom half? It's up to you, tops or bottoms." Let's see," Bear said with a yawn. I'll take the top half, Hare. Right, tops. Hare smiled. It's a done deal, Bear. So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. Hare planted, Mrs. Hare watered, and everyone weeded. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, Wake up, Bear! You get the tops and I get the bottoms. Hare and his family dug up the carrots, the radishes, and the beets. Hare plucked off all the tops, tossed them into a pile for Bear, and put the bottoms aside for himself. Bear stared at his sleep.
Okay, friends. So is Rabbit or Hare kind of trying to trick Bear? Bear's super tired. He really doesn't know what's going on, but he agrees. Okay, I'll have the tops. But we know that the tops of carrots, do we eat those? Nope. So Hare thinks he's doing something kind of sneaky.
Bottom half. It's up to you, tops or bottoms. Let's see, Bear said with a yawn. I'll take the top half, Hare. Right, tops. Hare smiled. It's a done deal, Bear. So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. Hare planted, Mrs. Hare watered, and everyone weeded. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, Wake up, Bear! You get the tops and I get the bottoms. Hare and his family dug up the carrots, the radishes, and the beets. Hare plucked off all the tops, tossed them into a pile for Bear, and put the bottoms aside for himself. Bear stared at his pile. But Hare, all the best parts are in your half. You chose the tops, Bear, Hare said. Now, Hare, you've tricked me.
Oh, Bear's
You
not
plant
happy.
this field again, and this season I want the bottoms. Hare agreed. It's a done deal, Bear. So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. They planted, watered, and weeded. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, Wake up, Bear! You get the bottoms and I get the tops. Hare and his family gathered up the lettuce, the broccoli, and the celery. Hare pulled off the bottoms for Bear, and
Boys and girls, look at this. So he decided to plant different vegetables this time, but these are vegetables that grow on top of the ground, that are tops. And then the roots go down in the ground. Do you think Bear's going to want the bottoms of these? Uh-oh, I think Hare tricked him again.
put the tops in his own pile. Bear looked at his pile and scowled. Hare, you have cheated me again. But Bear, Hare said, you wanted the bottoms this time. Bear growled. You plant this field again, Hare. You've tricked me twice, and you owe me one season of both tops and bottoms. You're right, poor old Bear, sighed Hare. It's only fair that you get both tops and bottoms this time. It's a done deal, Bear. So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. They planted, watered, and weeded, then watered and weeded some more. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, Wake up, Bear! This time you get the tops and the bottoms. There, in front of Bear's house, lay a high field of corn. Hare and his family yanked up every corn stalk. Hare tugged off the roots at the bottom and the tassels at the top and put them into a pile for Bear. Then he carefully collected the ears of corn in the middle and placed them in his own pile.
Uh-oh, you can't quite see Bear's face, but how do you think he's feeling now? Over here, these are all the tops he wanted. And then these are also all of the bottoms, the roots. The part that's in the middle is the corn stalks over here, and that's what Hare's gonna get. You think Hare tricked him again?
Bear rubbed his eyes and watched.
Uh-oh,
See,
he's
Bear,
angry.
you get the tops and the bottoms. I get the middles. Yes, sir, Bear, it's a done deal. By now, Bear was wide awake. That's it, Hare, he hollered. From now on, I'll plant my own crops and take the tops, bottoms, and middles. Hare and his family scooped up the corn and hopped down the road toward home. Bear never again slept through a season of planting and harvesting. Hare bought back his land with the profit from the crops, and he and Mrs. Hare opened a vegetable stand. And although Hare and Bear learned to live happily as neighbors, they never became business partners again.
Well, boys and girls, after reading that story, did you figure it out? Was that fiction or nonfiction? Yeah, you're right. It is not nonfiction. It didn't give us real facts. Take a look at the top. It was fiction. It was a story that had some make-believe characters in it, but it also talked a little bit about plants. So you learned some of the fruits and vegetables that grow on top of the ground, and some that grow down below. All right, friends. That's all I have for you today. I want you to check out some books on Epic. I sent you some really neat ones about plants today, and I want you to check them out. Also, don't forget, flower, stem, leaves, and roots, leaves and roots. Flower, stem, leaves, and roots, leaves and roots. And all it takes is sun and showers. Then your seed turns into a flower. Bye, friends. See you later.